Welcome back, everybody. And today we're talking about Stardew Valley. What a game! What a wholesome game. This some bitch was put together by literally one guy. Kudos to that guy, whoever you are out there. We all know who he is. Let's be honest. But anyhow, kudos to that guy. He's fucking amazing. Apparently, there's actually a pretty big update coming here pretty soon. Of course, the game is overwhelmingly positive on Steam, and it's overwhelmingly successful. It's 15 bucks. This is probably the best 15 bucks you can ever spend, if I'm being honest with you. You're supporting Concerned Ape, a good indie dev. You are, you know, acquiring a fantastic experience. You can play it how you want to play it. That's just how that is. You can, hell, you don't even have to farm technically, but it is primarily a farming game. But technically, you can make your living without ever farming, or you can just create this gigantic farming empire, where all you do is farm. You ever play Harvest Moon? This is Harvest Moon on steroids. It's fucking great. This game is amazing, and we'll be following our friend Fahugo Gods, who looks like a 90s Jean jeans wearing edgy teenager, through his first day, and then we're going to check in on my established character and kind of see what the future holds. The point here is that there's a whole lot of game. There's a whole lot of game, and I still didn't show everything. I didn't show the dungeons where you can go and fight monsters. I didn't show off the mini game where you fish. I just kind of showed off the egg festival and on an established character in general. You know, there's a lot, man. There's a lot that I didn't even begin to show off here, and there's a reason for that, because I think you should go and explore this game and find it for yourself. If I show you everything right now, what the hell, man? What's the point of you going and get? I mean, with that said, though, if people would like to experience the journey of the Fahugo Gods in the form of a let's play of this game, we could do a few episodes of that. I think we could squeeze that out. Kind of see how Fahugo Gods ends up. I don't know how long it would end up being, how much content there really is to create out of this game, because it's really relaxing and really fun to play this game. But I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think it makes the best content to watch. I think it's something that's best experienced, personally. So, like, I'm down to make a couple of Let's Play episodes of, whatever happens to Fahugo Gods, but it's not going to be some full thing. But that's also because the game's endless. There is no end game. There is no ending. You keep playing for as long as you want to. You can play for as long as you like. You can get married to whomever you like out of all of the single bachelors or bachelorettes. You could be as gay as you want to be. If you're a dude, if you're playing a dude and you want to marry a dude, by all means. If Fahugo Gods wanted to marry that football boy, he could. He don't, but he could. I think that boy is kind of a douchebag. At least he starts out that way. All the characters are so interesting. Let's just segue here to the characters for a second. All of the characters in this fucking game are just so goddamn interesting and unique. They're all really, really well put together characters. They're not even just they all fit into a certain demographic, but they're not just a caricature of that demographic. They're actually a thought out character that happens to fit into that demographic. Like our football boy that I just mentioned. Initially, he comes off as just your stereotypical jock, but if you do actually go through and work your way towards a friendship with him, you learn a lot. There's a lot more to him. When you first meet Penny, she seems like just your average quiet nerd that has no interest in anything other than her books. But then you get to know her and you find out that yes, while that's partially true, there's more to her. Or Abigail will come off as your average spooky girl, but then again, more to it. There's more to her when you get to know her better. And it's the same way with all the characters. I'm just listing off a bachelor and two bachelorettes as examples. This is true for all of the characters, variable or not. Plus, the game's multiplayer. The game is multiplayer and everyone has their own money if you want them to. So you can farm it up with your friends. You can marry your friends. Shit, the last game I remember being able to marry my friends in was Fable 3, and I can assure you that game was not as good as this one. I liked it, but it wasn't as good as Stardew Valley. This is overall just a front to back better experience. Less flaws, more strengths. But there is definitely a lot to enjoy here. You level up skills by doing things, you know. They go up to 10. Real simple and plain. Straightforward. Very, very simple stuff. It's a time sink, for sure, leveling up those skills. But, you know, you get bonuses and shit out of it, so it's worth it, I think, you know. That said, I don't think that anyone's going to, like, just sit there and grind out these levels for these skills. It's just gonna happen naturally, you know. Like, you don't fish to grind out fishing levels. You fish because you want to make money from selling fish. So, but the fishing levels come as a result of that. Because of the amount of fishing you're doing, you're going to get your fishing levels. And the more fishing levels you get, well, there you go. More, you know, benefits, etc., etc. It's, you know, it's really well thought out and really well put together. You know, and with the updates that have been added since the game came out, it's a lot more fleshed out. There's definitely more stuff, and like I said, I heard there's a big ass update coming, and like that is going to add a bunch of shit to this game, like a whole bunch of shit, and it's got like a heartwarming little story at the beginning, you know, and about, like, you know, evil corporations and stuff. Even though you can go ahead and support evil ass Georgia Mart, but I don't know why you would. Usually being evil is fun, but not in this case. In this case, it's just fucking expensive. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you go support Georgia Mart and just give them money all day? I mean, I guess it's technically easier, but like, man, it ain't worth it. You know, that's just how I feel anyway. But no, it's this is a fun game. There's a lot of fun to be had, especially with friends. And you know, there's just so much game. I can't get over it. There's so much game. $15, my dude. This game is, there's so much bang for your buck in that $15 for this game. It's astonishing. You like cats? Cool. We got cats. You like dogs? Cool. We got dogs. You like squirrels? You'll probably see some of those around too. That's just how it is, my friends. That is just how it is. You gotta do what you gotta do in this game to get what you want to get and go where you want to go. But at the end of the day, wherever you're trying to go is entirely up to you, and it's for your own pleasure, or for her pleasure, whoever's pleasure. You're gonna enjoy yourself. The game is pleasure, period. Just straight up. There's almost nothing frustrating about it. I am obligated to say almost there, because catching legendary fish is a fucking bitch. That is frustrating. Alright, Concerned Ape, you made those legendary fish a little too legendary, and they're a pain in the ass to catch. That said, it's a welcome challenge, though. It's a welcome challenge in a game that is otherwise not very challenging. And I guess the later dungeons can be pretty challenging if you're not careful. So yeah, there are a few challenges around to be had, for sure, if you seek them, you know. And like the whole fighting monsters in the dungeon thing, you don't technically ever have to do that. I mean, it helps, you know, it provides you with gemstones to give to people or to give to the museum. It provides you the vast majority of things that you are going to be putting in the museum. And, you know, the museum rewards are usually cool stuff, so, you know, I think it's worth it. But if it's not your cup of tea, it's not your cup of tea. You shouldn't be forced to do it. And you're not. You can purchase all of the materials you need, I believe, except for iridium, and there's a quarry that you can unlock to get some mining done. It's not the best solution, but if you refuse to go into the caves and fight the monsters, it's what you got. At least you got a solution in that situation. But I digress. This game, there's just so much fucking game here, man. There's just so much fucking game. It is fantastic. Fan-fucking-tastic. I love it. I love that shit. It's great. So, we're gonna go ahead and cut it here. Thank you guys for going on this little adventure with me. This little wholesome adventure. For joining along with Fahugwa Gods and my other character Lazarus. If you're one of the people that knows where Fahugwa Gods comes from, drop a like and let me know in the comments. If you're old enough to get that reference, you understand it's one of the best references. That said, everyone else who doesn't understand the Fahugwa God reference, feel free to drop a like, maybe drop a dislike because you think Fahugwa God sounds stupid. Or maybe drop a like because it sounds stupid, I don't know. Discuss what you think about Fahugwa Gods in the comments, you know. I don't know who it is, but it probably was Fahugwa Gods. You know, I asked my friend Joe and I asked my friend Jake. They said it was Fahugwa Gods. Alright, I'm going to stop with that. And I can go on with that forever and ever and ever. Feel free to subscribe and grief the bell button. And, yeah, I think that'll do it. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. And I'll fucking see you later. Fahugwa Gods out.